Alright. Hello, welcome to the stream. I am Kimberly, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, and I'll be a net control operator as usual for the Pride Radio Group Net. Without further delay, let's get the ball rolling. As soon as the thing wants to connect, that is. Having a little connectivity issue here with my node. Alright, is it gonna connect? Are we going to have a connection? Hello, 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 come on. Come on, give me connection, please. Give this girl connection, please. Come on. Here we go, finally.
Node 2105.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Alright, let's get started. Much worse whole music. Yeah. I only play the good stuff. That won't get me in trouble with YouTube. Hello, and welcome to the Pride Radio Group Net. I'm Kimberly Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, your net control operator. My pronouns are she, her. This is a roundtable for general discussions and friendly chats. Please direct all calls through the net control station. We meet every Sunday at 2 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time. Before we begin, is there any emergency or priority traffic? If there is an emergency at any time, please let us know and we will assist you promptly. This net provides a safe place for members of the LGBTQ plus community and their allies to connect over the airwaves. It is open to all licensed amateur radio operators without the need for membership. We also welcome third-party traffic. Speaking of memberships, the Pride Radio Group fosters an inclusive environment for learning, experimenting, and enjoying radio communications. We encourage, promote, and support diversity within the wider radio community. We share our experiences and knowledge, celebrate Pride on the air, and welcome all individuals. To learn more about the Pride Radio Group, join us and gain access to our Discord chat room. Visit prideradio.group. That is prideradio.group, or check out Victor Kilo 3 Papa Romeo Golf or Kilo 3 Papa Romeo Golf on QRZ. Membership is free and all are welcome, regardless of who you are and who you love. Unless you harbor hatred towards us, of course. This net is being relayed on the Pride Radio Network and its affiliated systems, including All-Star, Echolink, IRLP, DMR, YSF Reflector, WiresX, M17, NXDN, P25, D-Star, and Zello. It is also streamed live on Broadcastify, Icecast, and my YouTube channel, searchable by my call sign, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. For information on how to connect to this network or access our live streams, visit prideradionetwork.com. That is prideradionetwork.com. You can also track and follow this net by downloading NetLogger for Windows, Linux, or Mac OS from netlogger.org. That is netlogger.org. NetLogger allows you to log into the net, view real-time call signs, and activate participate. For Android and iPhone users, you may download On-Air NetScraper instead. That is On-Air NetScraper. Now, before we start tonight's net, does anyone have news, announcements, or other items to share with the net and the Pride Radio Group? Alrighty, hearing nothing. Got a couple announcements. Number one, we're still experiencing audio difficulties with the Pride Echolink conference. So if you're on that conference server and we can't seem to hear you for some reason, switch on over to KJ7OMO-Lima, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar-Lima, if you're on the Pride Echolink conference, and then we should be able to hear you fine. It's nothing to do with your end, it's just a ongoing issue that we have with the conference server and the way we're linking it. And second announcement, we're still looking for additional net control operators for this net. And I want to have, a different net control operator every week, on rotation of course. And if you're interested in helping to host this net, get in touch with me on the Pride Radio Group Discord. Or you could, go into the announcements section and look for the form to fill out. Alrighty, with that out of the way, okay, where am I on the silly script? Okay, here we go. Let's move on to check-ins for the Pride Radio Group net. We'll begin with mobile stations, those short on time, and those who are in and out. If you fall into any of these categories, please come forward with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. Feel free to share your pronouns as well. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, standing by for check-ins for mobile, short on time, and in and out stations. Alrighty, hearing no response, we will now take tech check-ins from anyone, anywhere. If you'd like to join the Pride Radio group net, please come forward with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically. You may also share your pronouns if you wish. Once again, this is KJ7OMO, your net control station, standing by for check-ins from anyone, anywhere. Uh-oh. It is unusually quiet. Oh no. It is quiet. Oh, I saw a blip on the thing, but no audio. Alright, do we have anybody out there wishing to check in? Anybody out there wishing to check in, please come now with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, well, I do see someone trying to talk, but unfortunately, I don't have any audio. Weird. Stand by for a moment while I switch to a backup radio. Alright, I'm on a backup radio, so anyone anywhere, if you'd like to check in to the Pride Radio Group net, please come now with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the list.
VA3PRRJ, Victor Alpha 3, Papa Romeo Romeo, J, pronouns they, them.
Well, now, I didn't have to switch to the backup radio after all. Alright, Victor Alpha 3, Papa Romeo Romeo, we got you down. Who else is out there wishing to check in? Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, well, it appears it's going to be an awfully quiet net with just me and Jay there. Alright, we're gonna put one more call for check-ins to the net. I know there's other people out there. Remember, folks, if you're on the Echolink conference, please use KJ7OMO-Lima instead, because we do have problems with the Pride Echolink conference. So once again, if you're on the Pride Echolink conference, please QSY to Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Mike Oscar hyphen Lima, and we'll be able to hear you again. Alright, who else is out there wishing to check into the Pride Radio Group net? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the list. Oh my god, wow. We got nobody out there. Nobody out there. Oh my goodness, wow. Wow, normally there'd be like a bunch of people by now, but it's very quiet out there in Radio Land. Victor Alpha 3, Papa Romeo, Romeo, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike, Oscar. We'll go ahead and toss the mic over to you for now, and we'll take another peek out in Radio Land shortly to see if others will show up.
Oh boy, cue the mic fright. This is Victor Alpha 3, Papa Romeo Romeo, J. Don't have a lot of traffic for the net tonight. I figured I would check in and see how everyone's doing. I spent the day at the London Amateur Radio Club club station, Victor Echo 3, Lima Oscar November. I think I touched all of 2 radios. We spent the whole day talking about things and never actually got around to any transmission. Which is a shame because I know that there's the big DX contest going on right now, and I plan to listen and try and contact some people today, so yeah, just have to wait for another time. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to Net Control KJ7OMO, back to VA3PRR.
VA3PRR from KJ7OMO returning. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, and yeah. One of these days I'd like to give some of those fun things a try. Alright, let's take another peek out at Radioland and see if, hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, see if we have, anybody else out there wishing to check in. I know there's other people out there just lurking about in the background there. Please come down with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the list, get you checked in, join you in the conversation. This is KJ7OMO standing by for additional check-ins to the net. Oh my goodness. We might have to shut it down early if we don't get anybody else soon. It's just the way it goes. Hey Micah, welcome aboard. Yeah, we usually have a lot more people than this, but tonight is a slow night. Wow, don't make me grab that super epic tree shaking thingamajig and shake y'all off that tree now. Alright, one more time. Do we have any additional stations out there wishing to check in at this time? Please come now. Micah, if you've got a license, you can actually join via computer or smartphone. If you're able to do that, then I'll give you some links on how you can get in. Okay, well, I guess it'll just be the Kimberly and Jay show for just a little bit until others show up. We might have some latecomers. Sometimes, people don't show up right away. VA3PRR KJ7OMO, back to you.
Thank you, KJ7OMO. I'm all too familiar with latecomers to net. I run a weekly SSTD net on a VHF repeater, and usually I get 1 or 2 people at the very start, and then maybe 4 more people near the end of it. It's never a big net, but it's always fun. But yeah, I always found myself floundering about 10 minutes in, going, please, someone else be out there? Please? Begging doesn't seem to work, but they'll come when they come. With that, I'm grasping at straws myself, so I'm going to pass it back to you, Kimberly. KJ7OMO, VA3PRR.
Alright, VA3PRR from KJ7OMO returning. Okie dokie. Looks like we have a YouTube viewer who might join us shortly, possibly. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, who else is out there wishing to check in? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. And I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but we gotta get more check-ins on here. So, yeah. Call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and your pronouns if you wish. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, standing by for additional check-ins. Alrighty, folks. In case if you are not able to check in via voice, you are welcome to check in via the YouTube livestream. If you're on NetLogger, you can check in via the NetLogger AIM chat. If you're on the Pride Radio Group Discord server, you could check in via that as well. If you're on Mastodon, you could check in through that as well. My Mastodon handle is at KJ7OMO at mastodon.radio, at Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar at mastodon.radio. You can also email me your check-ins. My email is kj7omo at gmail.com, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar at gmail.com. You can also send a WinLink message to my call sign and get checked in via WinLink. If you happen to know my private social media links, you could check in via that as well. And if you're a scanner or shortwave listener, you're listening in and you don't yet have your license to talk on ham radio, then I strongly urge you to study for your ham radio exams and get your license, because trust me on this one, you're missing out if you don't. We're going to call for check-ins one more time, and then we'll toss it back to Jay. So anyone, anywhere, if you'd like to check in, please come now with your call sign slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns if you like. Alright, back to VA3PRR from KJ7OMO. I'll go ahead and check the Zello here real quick to see if anybody needs authorizing.
Definitely getting my 15 minutes of fame tonight, that's for sure. I remember I only played with NetLogger, I think, a couple of weeks ago, just once. And I remember there being the instant messaging function, but I can't seem to get it to come back up this time. But then when I started it up this time, it thought I was starting my own net, and I wasn't. So that could be part of it. But NetLogger is an interesting program. I will have to play with it a bit more for my nets. I don't know if anyone will take it up, but I'll play with it. You mentioned you'd like check-ins on Mastodon and WinLink as well. Are you open to people who have already checking in on those modes as well? Back to Net Control, KJ7OMO, VA3PRR.
VA3PRR from KJ7OMO returning. Well, if you want to do a double check-in, I guess you would, but I wouldn't, put you down again, since I've already put you down. But just to test the ability to do so, sure, why not? But you've already been checked in via voice, so yeah. Anyways. Oh boy. Okay. I gotta get myself together here and call for more check-ins to the net, because what else can I do? It's just a Jay and Kimberly and Jay show at this point, unless we get another person or two or three or five or 10. So if you'd like to join us on the net, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, your pronouns as well if you like, and we'll get you on there, and let's have a real net instead of the Kimberly and Jay show. This is KJ7OMO standing by for additional check-ins to the net. Nope. I saw KK7NWU pop in briefly, but they went bye-bye. For a brief moment, I saw Kilo 7 November Whiskey uniform pop in, but they went bye-bye. One more time, any other check-ins out there? This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, standing by for additional check-ins to the net. Oh, one sec. Now, hopefully you're on Chrome, because it doesn't work with Firefox. FYI. One moment, folks. I gotta take care of something in the background real fast. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Okay, I am back. Alright, I have to go to the DV Switch client and, authorize somebody, but they... Oh, here we go. Where are they? Oh, I'll toss it back up to VA3PRR while I, figure, this DV Switch thing out. KJ7OMO. Alright, I approved you for transmit there, Micah. But
You
if
caught
you...
me off guard that time. I was on a completely different screen and I had to go back and find out where I had Echo Link. So, excuse me, having extra desktops on Linux is really helpful until it's not. I don't know, I guess I tried an experiment today. I had a spare Baofeng programming cable, a spare TRRS cable, and I wondered if, hey, I still don't have an audio interface cable for my radios, so let's see if I can jury-rig it. Well, the answer to that is no. The programming cable doesn't transport the audio signals at all. It only has programming signals, and there's no way to make audio signals go through it. So I've chopped up 2 cables, but it doesn't bother me because I have spares. And they're cheap, so even if I didn't have spares, I could easily replace them. I say that, but I still haven't bought any sort of proper audio interface yet, which would cost me roughly the same. Hopefully we get more check-ins. If you're out there and want to join the Pride Radio Group net for tonight, please feel free to check in with your call sign phonetically twice and your first name, and let us know your pronouns as well. And with that, I will pass it back to Net Control, I guess. This is VA3PRR for KJ7OMO.
Alright, VA3PRR from KJ7OMO returning. Alright, well, we do have a check-in from YouTube, Kilo India 5 Oscar Yankee November, who is using the DV Switch client. I did approve them for transmit, but as soon as they close out of their web browser, well, yeah, that transmit approval will go bye-bye because I don't know how to make it stick permanently. Also, if you're on Firefox, the DV Switch client will not work for some dumb reason. Anyways, Kilo India 5 Oscar Yankee November, are you able to transmit on the DV switch. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Yeah, it doesn't work with Firefox, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna try KI5OYN one more time. KJ7OMO. Oh, I see another KI5OYN window. Immediately hitting the transmit button. Approval, transmit, approval, thingamajiggy. Yeah. Well, if you got Echolink or Zello on your phone, I recommend trying that. Alright, unfortunately it's not working. I'm assuming that they are on Firefox, which is not compatible with the DV Switch client, unfortunately. Alright, we're at the bottom of the list, so who else is out there wishing to check in to the Pride Radio GroupNet? Please come forward with your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically, and we'll get you added onto the list. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, standing by for additional check-ins to the net.
Whiskey Bravo 0, Victor Hotel Foxtrot, WB0 VHF. Evelyn finally clear of the other net that overlaps this one.
Alright, Whiskey Bravo 0, Victor Hotel Foxtrot, we got you down. Who else is out there wishing to check in? Alright, do we have any other check-ins? Any other check-ins? Please come now with your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically. Check Zello real fast again. Nope, nobody to approve on Zello. We'll leave the users window open. Okay. I reapproved you for transmit one more time, Micah. Try it again. Alright, well, looks like we have nobody else at this time, so we're going to toss it straight over to Evelyn, WB0 VHF from KJ7OMO. Take it away.
Oh, good evening, Kimberly, and whoever else might still be hanging around here. With the until 2 weekends when we go to daylight savings time, I've got an overlap with another net here. So, and I had some stuff going on there. I was trying to wrap up, and they're very, very busy. So I had a lot of wait time to get my call sign come up in the queue there. But hopefully I didn't miss too much here and get a chance to check in and say hi. A few of us are going to be operating this coming Friday, the 8th, for International Women's Day. YLRL's suggesting that ladies get out and operate POTA. So we're going to be operating from a state park here in Minnesota. And I think there's 5 of us, and a majority of the folks at the operation are all Pride Radio Group members, so kind of fun in that regard. And it might be that one of the other people we should talk into joining the PRG. I'm not sure. I think she's part of the community, but I haven't verified that yet with her. So I'm sure it'll come up as part of the discussions of the day there. Anyway, we'll send her back your way and add more later. WB0 VHF.
Alright, thank you for that, WB's traffic there. That sounds like a lot of fun, and I wish I can do POTA stuff with the, but unfortunately I don't have a way to do it. Don't have any source of transportation, and yeah, I got nobody who would take me anywhere outside outside of town, so yeah. I'm pretty much stuck here in the shack most of the time. But yeah, good to know that there are Pride Radio Group members out there that are also in YLRL. I'm also a YLRL member myself, but I haven't been able to check into any of their nets. So yeah. Because, I keep missing them. It's hard to keep up with the schedule. Alright, we're going to toss it back to VA3PRR. Victor Alpha 3 Papa Romeo Romeo from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Go ahead and take that hot mic away.
VA3PRR, back to the group. Hello everyone who's shown up and joined us since the last time I spoke. I don't have a lot of traffic for the net, so I'm just trying to make it up as I go, but I'm happy to see that we're starting to get people on, and the party has started. So with that, I'll pass it back to Net Control so that my partner can catch her breath. VA3PRR.
Alrighty, not a problem. Hopefully your partner is okay over there. I could hear them coughing and hacking away in the background. Alright, let's give Kilo India 5 Oscar Yankee November another try, since I've seen them join and rejoin and join, disconnect, join from the DV Switch client. So we'll give them another shot. KI5 OIN from KJ7 OMO. Nope. Alright. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work. So far on testing, the DV Switch client works on Chrome. Anything that is based off Chrome, I believe including Edge, and I think it works on the Vivaldi browser as well. Never tried it on Opera. So, yeah. But that's okay, at least you're with us. And, oh yeah, you should be able to use the text message function of the DV Switch client. Alright, WB0 VHF, back to you from KJ7 OMO.
Okay. I know one of the, it's not a official YLRL net, but it's a YL net out in California. It's 8 o'clock Pacific time. I believe 8 o'clock Pacific time on Sundays on the Kilo Echo 6 Yankee Uniform Victor -R repeater in Echo Link mode. I check into that one most Sundays when I'm available. Again, KE6YUR is the node out there. The two gals that are net control for that, they trade off because they're wife and wife. And I think that at least one of them is trying to join Pride Radio Group here too, if they haven't got in yet. I haven't seen them come through the welcome page yet, so. But I know one of them said that they had submitted their application. Anyway, that's just a note for YLRL connections there. Like I said, not officially a YLRL operation, but certainly got a lot of YRL members out there. WB0 VHF.
Alright, WB0BHF from KJ7OMO returning. Thanks for that information. Alright, folks, we're at the bottom of the list again, so who else is out there? Please come forward with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns if you'd like. We'll get you added to the list, and we'll add you to the net. Please come now if you'd like to join this awesome net. Alright, do we have any additional check-ins? Any additional check-ins at this time? Please come now. Okay, Victor Alpha 3 Papa Romeo has reported that they need to reboot their system. So we're going to skip straight over to WB0 VHF from KJ7OMO.
Okay. And one other note on the POTA activations there. If you can't make it out to the park, you can certainly be a hunter and track us down and provide us cues from the other side of the park border there too. So I'm not sure. I know there's going to be some different spotting systems for POTA that we'll be reporting to there. We're going to be using our club call here for the Minnesota Ham Radio Group, W0MHR. And like I said, I think there's at least 5 ladies going up there right now, so should be a lot of fun. We plan to be on a few different modes, including FT8, sideband, probably 10, 15, and 20 meters or something like that, depending upon how the propagation and such is going that day, how the bands are doing. But yeah, kind of looking forward to it. Should be a fun day to get some signals out in the air and make some noise for International Women's Day. WB0 VHF.
WB0 VHF from KJ7OMO returning. Yeah, that sounds very good. I'll definitely try that. Though it will be kind of difficult, though, because currently on HF I'm a QRP station with a highly compromised antenna, so it's going to be very difficult. Being said, I'm limited to low power, but I'll certainly try anyway. Yeah. Anyways, we're at the bottom of the list again. Oh, looks like I see VA3PRR coming back online. Anyways, we're at the bottom of the list, so do we have any additional check-ins at this time before we kick it back up to the top? Alright, do we have any additional check-ins to the net before we kick it back up to the top of that list? Please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically, and we'll and your pronouns as well if you like, and we'll get you added to the net. Alrighty, let's see if VA3PRR has returned. KJ7OMO.
KJ7 OMO, this is VA3PRR. I remember the days when it used to take 5 to 10 minutes at least to reboot your computer. It took me less than 30 seconds this time. I think I've got my audio set up properly this time, so I should be coming into the net. I'll pass it back to net control, VA3PRR.
Oh, yeah, it's gotta love it when a system restarts very fast. And yeah, you're sounding good. No, you've always been sounding good the entire time, so yeah. Alright, we're gonna toss it back to WB0VHF from KJ7OMO.
Okay. Not sure what else to cover right now. Kind of a winding down period. Though I will be planning non-radio stuff tomorrow, and radio stuff. I'm going to be going over to a friend's place and playing in the DX contest for a little bit at the end there to see if I can help out a multi-op score some. But then after that, I'm meeting another friend, and we're going out to a new bar in town. I don't drink, but figure I've got to support it. It's called A Bar of Their Own, and it's a women's run LGBTQ plus owned bar that focuses on women's sports. I'm not really big on women's sports or sports in general, but I've got to support the concept, that's for sure. And it's their opening weekend, so go up there and have a little fun with that. Yeah, always got to add in a little bit of stuff here somewhere or another to keep life enjoyable and interesting. WB0 VHF.
WB0VHF from KJ7OMO returning. Now that is freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome that they've got a wonderful setup like that. Definitely. Wish we had something like that in my area. I wouldn't mind checking it out. Of course, I don't drink either, but still it'd be cool to check it out. Alright, we're at the bottom of the list again, so who else is out there wishing to check in? Please come forward if you'd like to be added to the net. We'll check Zello real fast. Nope, nobody else connected. Okay. Alright, we have nobody else out there at this time, so back to VA3PRR from KJ7OMO.
I'm going to have to start looking at topics to talk about. My life isn't that exciting. Other than my partner choking on their coffee. No, it's good to be on the net, and it sounds like I apologize. I missed the call sign that went before me, but it sounds like a great opportunity to get out and meet some people. I have about one drink every year, so the drinking part doesn't sound fun to me, but the socialization and the networking is always a nice experience, and it's always worth it. So. Yeah, I'm grasping at straws, Kimberly. I'm sorry. I'm going to pass it back to you. KJ7OMO VA3PRR.
VA3PRR from KJ7OMO returning. That is no problem. That's no problem. It happens to the best of us. And yes, I do love the idea of socialing and networking. That's really good. Though if somebody is absolutely plastered, then forget about it. Alright. Well, the call sign that you were talking about, that you forgot was Whiskey Bravo Zero Victor Hotel Foxtrot, and that's who you were referring to. And speaking of her, she's next. WB0VHF KJ7OMO. Back to you.
Okay, yeah, it's certainly the trip there is going to be a little socializing and catching up. The gal I'm going to meet, I first met on the very first night I went out to a peer support group meeting here in 2016, and she and another gal and I went out to dinner afterwards as part of the normal stuff after this peer support group. The other gal turned out to be a coworker of mine. Not that I worked with her. She was in engineering and I was in IT. Company of 90,000, so we didn't cross paths professionally at all, but certainly saw her a couple of times at work after that. But yeah, the gal I'm going to be meeting tomorrow night, also part of that, and has been part of my journey here for the last 8 years now, I guess, catching up with her. She's definitely in sports herself, at least when her body puts up with it. She's had some shoulder issues and whatnot that have been keeping her out of stuff for a little while. And looking at their menu, they've got a mocktail that I think I'm going to try. I'm trying to remember if it was grapefruit juice and lemon juice and a special syrup and ginger beer. Ginger beer is non-alcoholic. It's like ginger ale with a little more ginger in it, so a little bit more kick to it. It's what I often drink, just straight ginger beer. So that should be fun there. And they've got some interesting menu items on their menu for a meal and whatnot. Kind of looking forward to that. Catch the atmosphere of the place and something new. Always got to try something new. And I'll help the VA3 station there out. This is Evelyn in Bloomington, Minnesota, WV0 VHF.
WB0 VHF from KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, those mocktails are amazing. Yeah, you can have so many amazing drinks without the need to throw alcohol in it. Anyways, we're at the bottom of the list, so do we have any additional stations out there wishing to check in? Please come forward and we'll get you added to the list. Alright, one more time. Do we have any additional check-ins out there? If you'd like to join the Pride Radio Group Net, please come now with your call signs solely, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns if you wish. Alrighty. Hearing nothing, back to VA3PRR from KJ7OMO. Oh boy. It's a slow night.
KJ7OMO, thanks for that. Took me a minute to get back to the Echolink window again. My keyboard just doesn't like me tonight. And thank you for Evelyn, Whiskey Bravo Zero, Victor Hotel Foxtrot. I don't know how I forgot a call sign with VHF in it. It is the band I live on, so it was the first thing I noticed when I saw your call sign come up. So I apologize for missing that. But it does sound like a great time. And yeah, mocktails are a lot of fun. Most of the problem I have with drinking is if I like the taste of something, I drink it fast, which is not what you do with alcohol. So I usually fare a lot better with mocktails. But with that, I think this is going to be my last round. It looks like we're probably coming up close to what's usually the end. But I'll pass it back to Net Control and say my 7-3 for now. Much love, and thanks for running the net tonight. Kimberly, KJ7 OMO. This is VA3 PRR monitoring 8.
Yep, VA3PRR from KJ7 OMO returning. Yep, no worries. We usually go on longer than this, but since the net is kind of slow tonight, yeah, we might not go on for too long. Anyways, WB0VHF. Oh, by the way, Jay, thanks for hanging out with us and 7-3 to you, and we look forward to hearing you on the next one. All right, back to WB0VHF from KJ7OMO.
Okay, Jay, for the call sign recognition there, that's why I can't change it. This is my original call. Actually, well, WN0 when I was a novice in 1976, but this was sequentially issued. It's not a vanity call. I'd love to get a 1x2 or maybe even a 2x1, but a 1x2 would probably be what I'd have to settle for if I had to trade this in. But I just can't get rid of it. You know, it's certainly now it's 48 years as part of me, and it doesn't dictate the bands I'm on. I'm a frequency omnivore. I've worked everything from 160 meters up through 10 gigahertz, and they all have an appeal to me. So having fun wherever I can get a signal out there. Anyway, 7-3 to you, and I'll swing it back your way there, Kimberly. I don't know how much longer I'll be hanging around here. We'll see what happens after that. WB0 VHF.
WB0VHF, KJ7, OMO returning. Yeah, I'm also a frequency omnivore too, and I love all frequencies. I mean, if I'm able to transmit on it, I will transmit on it. But, yeah, I mostly live on HF, and of course the digital voice networks and analog voice networks too on the VHF, UHF side. Occasionally I'll do VHF, UHF simplex. But, yeah, for me, for the most part, it's either the internet connected digital voice or HF. Alright, and by the way, my call sign is also sequentially issued. I thought about getting a vanity call sign to drop one letter out, but I don't know. This call sign has stuck with me. Alright, we're at the bottom of the list, so unless we get more folks added to the net here, we might just, shut things down soon. So, who else is out there wishing to check into the net, to the Pride Radio Group net? Please come forward with your call sign solely, twice, and phonetically, and you're welcome to share your pronouns with us if you like. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, she, her, and I'm looking for more check-ins at this time. Alright, is there anybody else out there wishing to check into the Pride Radio Group net? Please come forward and we'll get you added to the list, and we'll go on from there. Yeah, it's a very quiet night tonight. Unusually quiet. Hopefully next week we'll have more traffic. WB0VHF KJ7OMO, over to you.
Okay, Kimberly. Well, I guess I was thinking about there, I've often described myself as a frequency omnivore, but I suppose maybe on this net I should be pan-frequency. Maybe that would be the proper term to use here. Just having fun. Yeah, it's been kind of quiet here tonight on this net. It sounded like I was listening vaguely in the background. Like I said, I've got dueling nets on Saturday nights for another week here. And there was some stuff going on there that I was trying to check in, but that net usually, even late in the net, will usually have strings of 3 to 5 people checking in at a time, and you get one check-in unless you recheck. So that's all new people all the time coming in there. And, it took me a while to get, wait through and ask for a recheck to clarify something or add something or get an answer to something there. So I was hoping to be able to hop onto your net earlier. That's why I logged into Echolink earlier, but it just went on. Oh well. We made it here. Had some fun. Got a chance to share some stuff coming up, and we'll let her go with that. WB0 VHF.
WB0 VHF KJ7 OMO returning. Yeah, copy that. I would love to someday start an HF version of this net, but without a proper HF radio and a proper antenna setup, yeah, not gonna be able to. But it is on the list of something that I want to do, but it's in the future once I'm reestablished with a proper HF station again. Which, anyways, let's see. We're at the bottom of the list again, so do we have any additional stations out there wishing to check in? Please come forward and we'll add you to the list. Okay, I think I might have heard a blip. Not sure. But, as a reminder to people, we do have ongoing issues with the Pride Echolink Conference. So if you're trying to check in via the Pride Echolink Conference, we're not going to be able to hear you. So please use KJ7 OMO-Lima, Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar-Lima if you're on the Pride Echolink Conference trying to check in. Alright, we're going to call for check-ins one more time. Please come forward with your call signs slowly and twice and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the list.
Here's November 8, Victor, November, Romeo. That's November 8, Victor, November, Romeo. I'll be in and out this evening.
Okay, November 8, Victor, November, Romeo, in and out station. Got you down. Thanks for stopping by. And 7-3. Who else is out there? Alright, do we have any additional stations wishing to check in? Please come forward with your call signs slowly twice and phonetically, and we'll get you added to the list. Alright, well, at least we had one additional check-in. WB0VHF KJ7OMO, over to you.
Yeah, even if they're in and out, at least we know they're there, and that's a little additional support. So I know when I'm on net control here for some nets, it's always a valuable thing to know that there's more people out there listening along and things like that. So thanks for that. I didn't catch the call that came through there, but good to have that happen. And I may call it a night here, Kimberly, and go take care of a couple of things. It's been a long day and a couple of short nights for me here the last few nights, so I gotta get myself back into a better sleep pattern, I think. Knocking off early will be a first step on that, maybe. Thanks for running the net. I can't remember. I think I'll be available next Saturday. Saturdays are sometimes iffy, depending upon what I've got going on for music shows and other activities. Saturday night seems to be one of the prime nights for going and getting stuff done on that. So, but I try to get on anytime I'm available. Tonight was definitely one of them, obviously, here, so that was a good thing. 33, KJ7 OMO, this is WB0 VHF.
WB0VHF from KJ7OMO returning. Yes, totally agree with that. It's always good to know that others are out there listening in and have taken interest to this network and this net. And them checking in and out just lets us confirm that they are out there. So, yeah, that's totally awesome. Alright, well, we have a good night, and 33 as well, and all the other relevant numbers there, and we'll catch you next time. Alright, well, looks like everybody dropped out of the net, so unless we have additional check-ins, we are going to shut things down for the night. So, we're going to make one final call for check-ins. Final call for check-ins. If you'd like to check in to the Pride Radio Group net, please come now with your call signs slowly, twice, and phonetically. Your pronouns as well if you like, and we'll get you added to the list. This is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar, standing by for additional check-ins to the net.
This is Kilo Mike 6, Mike Zulu Fox.
Well, just in the nick of time, I see. Kilo Mike 6, Mike Zulu Foxtrot. Just in the nick of time, got you down. Who else is out there wishing to check in?
Very much. First contact on a MMDVM, so hey, it's working. Thank you very much.
Alright, looks like we don't have additional check-ins out there, so we're going to turn it to Kilo Mike 6, Mike Zulu Foxtrot from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Mike Oscar. Yep, it is working, and sounds like you're coming in via P25. Back to you.
That's correct. I'm coming in through P25. Oh, okay. So there's a cross-mode linked one. Okay.
Yepers, this is a cross-mode system. We're on All-Star, Echolink, IRLP, DMR, System Fusion, which includes YSF Reflector and the proprietary Wires X network. We're also on NXDN, P25, M17, and we're also on Zello. And this net happens every Sunday at 2 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time, 7 p.m. Arizona Time. And yeah, welcome to the Pride Radio Network. You can get information about our network by visiting prideradionetwork.com. That is prideradionetwork.com. This net that we're hosting is a RagChew net, where we basically keep going until pretty much all of us drop out, or if net control has enough, whichever comes first. We're going to toss it back to you, KM6MZF from KJ7OMO.
Thank you for the intro. Name here is Isaac, India Sierra Alpha Alpha Charlie, he, him, his.
Alrighty. Isaac, pleasure to meet your acquaintance there. I am Kimberly, Kilo India Mike, Bravo, Echo, Romeo, Lima, Yankee, and we are live streaming on YouTube. You can find that by searching for my call sign. Alright. Do we have any additional check-ins for the net before we shut things down? Please come forward with your call sign solely, twice, and phonetically, and your pronouns as well if you like. And we'll get you added to the list, but if not, then we'll go ahead and, kill the net for the night. Alright, I'll shut my trap and see who else is out there. Well, alright. Well, looks like we don't have anyone else out there, so we'll go ahead and shut things down for the evening. Alright, folks, that concludes our net for today. Thank you all for participating and bringing fun to the airwaves. I also would like to express gratitude to the Waverly Amateur Radio Society in Sydney for allowing us to connect our network to their repeater to relay this net. Special thanks to Victor Kilo 3 Juliet Echo Delta, and Victor Kilo 2 Whiskey Alpha Yankee for their contributions, as well as the entire Pride Radio group for making this net possible. I now release all frequencies, repeaters, and other systems back to their regular amateur use. Thank you once again, and 7-3 to everyone from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike Oscar. And for more information about how to join the Pride Radio group, all you need is access to a software called Discord. And check out the website prideradio.group. That is prideradio.group if you'd like to join the Pride Radio group. And for information, once again, about our network, visit prideradionetwork.com. That is prideradionetwork.com if you'd like more information about our multi-mode repeater network. Alright, folks, this net is now closed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 check-ins, including yours truly. Now that the net is closed, we can have a normal QSO, KM6MZF KJ7OMO. If you're still around, we'll toss it back to you.
I am still around, KM6MZF. Well, I guess I jumped on just at the right time. I was trying to get some other talk groups and couldn't jump on, but I was excited to see this was on the talk group list, I guess. And I was like, oh, I should jump on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, we're glad that you found the network. Of course, we're a small network for now, so probably not much going on, at least until we start growing the network. But we are looking for ways to, expand the network and get more coverage area. and all that. So yeah, eventually we'll have some more traffic. Back over to you.
That's awesome. Yeah, getting a couple of repeaters out there, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. I might be able to throw up another one, but it's hotspot for now. It's have a very long commute, so decided to get myself a hotspot. There's not as many people talking on our repeaters.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, there's not very much activity going on at our local repeaters either, sadly. There's just really not much happening. And the only internet connected repeaters, well, one of them is on All Star, and that's exclusively linked to the god awful Win system. And then there are two others that are the proprietary Yaesu WireX repeaters, and one of them is restricted on where you cannot connect, and the other one is pretty much, have at it, do what you want with it. Back over to you.
Oh yeah, good old WinLink. I've had a little bit of experience for that, but wasn't too fond of the hotspots until I was realizing I'm like these would be great for road tripping. So I do travel here and there for work, so definitely had nice passing the time on with a radio driving down the road.
Yeah, roger, roger. I do have several hotspots myself. They're pretty handy to have. One of the hotspots, sir, with a very special configuration, serves as the bridge between the proprietary WireX network and our open source YSF reflector network. That way, we could bring the WireX folks into our network. Yeah, Yaesu's got everything so locked down tight that the only way we could do it is via RF linking. Hotspot to WireX node. So silly the way they do it, but yeah, well, at least we're able to make it happen somehow. But yeah, I do like those hotspots. They let you go on many different networks, and you could even bridge your radio to other networks that are using, a mode that's not native to your radio. So, for example, you could take your Fusion radio if you got one and join DMR, NXDN, and P25 networks with it. It's pretty cool. Back over to you.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen something, but yeah, good old AMVE vocoders. I'm actually a radio tech, so I deal with a lot of radios every day, and heck, it's a hobby and a job, so I don't mind it at all. Eat, sleep, and drink radio, I guess. Or
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, I love tech myself, and I do enjoy all sorts of technology. And yes, I enjoy radios as well. I can never have enough radios, though I do have to be careful because I'm on a limited income, so fixed limited income. So yeah, all these radios that I would love to get, well, I'll have to pass up on them. But at least I have enough radios to get me by, at least for the time being.
anyways, I'm probably gonna start settling down for the night, but I'll definitely be on here for a lot more in the next couple of days, so But thank you for the introduction again. And K7J, oh, sorry, I need to look it up again. Sorry about that. Here we go, KJ7OMO, KM6MZF. There we go.
Yeah, not a problem. I stumble with call signs too, so sometimes. Alright, well, it's a pleasure talking with you, and yeah, feel free to, jump on the network anytime. We're always available. Anywho, I got a bunch of friends that want me to play some video games with them, so I'm going to go ahead and hop on that. I'll toss my 7-3 to you, and yeah, thanks for the chat again. The KM6MZF from KJ7OMO, and I'll be clear from this network on your final.
Yep, have yourself a good night and enjoy those video games. Used to be a gamer myself, but not so much anymore since I've gotten myself too knee-deep in the radios and networking. But anyways, 73 is there, KJ7OMO, KM6MZF.
Alrighty, folks, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and shut this stream down now. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. And 7-3 from Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar, Mike Oscar.
Fire.